I'm Morgan, and I'm proud to say I work at St. Clement. This is a pretty amazing place, a little slice of heaven, I think, and a lot of fun to work here, not only to pour such amazing wines, but to be part of the history of this place and to see such great visitors every day. When people make it to the top of the hill and get up on the porch of the house, the view is just so breathtaking. Often people don't come into the tasting room right away because they are just so taken by the view of Howell Mountain, which is right directly across from the house, and the vineyards below. Every shade of green, it's just so beautiful and so peaceful. The porch swing is a really special feature at St. Clement, and I think everyone that visits wants to have a turn in it. It's a place that's very romantic. We've had untold marriage proposals in the swing, and lots of people revisit on their anniversary to kind of think about that romantic moment. It's definitely the best seat in the house. This is a space that we call the Rosenbaum patio, and it really has a focal point with the camphor tree that stands right in the middle of it and provides amazing shade in the summertime. The tables that surround the patio are welcome and open for picnickers and people who'd like to buy a glass of wine, a bottle of wine, sit and enjoy the view. People ask us all the time about the cross on the St. Clement label and whether there's a religious association with that. And the cross is on the Maryland state flag, and kind of interesting that that's the only flag in the Union to feature a religious symbol. The cross is also really fun for us because the property has that cross replicated everywhere. It's in the wrought iron fencing, it's in the winery doors, it's carved into beams in our reserved tasting room. It's really pretty sweet, and can be a bit of a treasure hunt to find those crosses and associate that with the label. And people who come from Maryland often know our story, and they love it. They absolutely love it. Back here on the pathway and the planter beds on the way to the winery, we seed every winter with 15 pounds of mixed wildflowers, and throughout the spring and early summer it's just ever changing and so beautiful. Our wine club members and guests have remembered this now, and so we often see them posing their little ones in amongst the flowers, and photographers in general just coming to get some pictures of how beautiful those flowers are. One of the things that's fun about St. Clement is these little undiscovered nooks and crannies around the property, and you can't see this upper lawn, which is the back end of the bistro terrace, but it's beautiful and it's got the perfect slope for picnicking. And also, one of the things that we've prided ourselves on is that we're kid and dog friendly. We think it's pretty fun to have both up at St. Clement. It brings the property to life. St. Clement is the patron saint of stonecutters, and it ties in perfectly on this property that so much of what you see is constructed of locally quarried stone. This is the tank room right here. So the tank room is where Danielle brings the Sauvignon Blanc fruit. Fun to come and catch Danielle at work because she tastes out of these tanks every day. Danielle staged this area at the back wall to showcase the vineyards that she gets fruit from. And primarily being a Cabernet house, most of these vineyards are Cabernet specific. And then these barrels, all French oak, and that's Danielle's preference. We do a lot of dinners and parties back here, private dinners and public events. I'm proud to say I work at St. Clement. I have worked in 4 different wineries, and this place, above all others, has my heart. Not just the beauty of the place, but the amazing guests that we get visiting us. I quite honestly have a hard time going home every night. There's this little something in the air here, and people are taken with it when they visit us, and those of us that work here stay here because of that thing that's here. It's so heavenly, really. Don't you think?